Hello everybody! If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 454, The Mysterious Stranger, Part 1, Intermediate. It was a chilly autumn evening in the small town of Oakwood. The sun had set behind the hills, casting a warm orange glow over the quaint streets and homes. The air was crisp, filled with the scent of wood smoke and damp earth. In the midst of this peaceful atmosphere, a sense of unease settled over the residents of Oakwood. Strange things had been happening in the town for weeks. Tools would go missing from the local workshop, only to reappear in strange places. Food would disappear from the market stalls, and some even reported seeing a shadowy figure lurking in the alleyways. The townsfolk were on edge, unsure of what to make of these bizarre occurrences. At the heart of the mystery was Emily, a young and curious journalist who had recently moved to Oakwood. She had a knack for sniffing out stories and was determined to get to the bottom of the strange happenings. Emily spent her evenings walking the streets, talking to the locals and gathering information. One evening, as she was strolling through the town centre, Emily noticed a figure standing by the old oak tree. He was tall, dressed in a long coat, and wore a wide-brimmed hat that cast a shadow over his face. Emily felt a shiver run down her spine as their eyes met, but the stranger didn't seem to notice her. He was too engrossed in examining the old tree, his eyes scanning the trunk and branches as if searching for something. Intrigued, Emily approached the stranger, trying to make out his features. "Excuse me," she said, "but are you lost? This isn't exactly the most interesting part of the town." The stranger looked up, his eyes locking onto Emily's. For a moment they just stared at each other, and Emily felt a jolt of electricity run through her body. Then the stranger smiled, and Emily's unease dissipated. "Not exactly," he said, his voice low and smooth. "I'm actually looking for something. A specific artifact, I suppose you could call it." Emily's journalistic instincts kicked in. "An artifact, you say? What kind of artifact?" The stranger hesitated, as if unsure how much to reveal. "It's a small, intricately carved wooden box. I've been searching for it for weeks, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere." Emily's eyes widened as a connection clicked into place. "I think I might know something about that box," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. The stranger's eyes narrowed, his interest piqued. "Really? What do you know?" Emily took a deep breath, her mind racing with possibilities. "I've heard rumours of a hidden compartment in the old oak tree. Some people say it's where the town's founder hid a treasure, but I think it might be connected to this box you're looking for." The stranger's face lit up with excitement. "That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, Emily. You've been a huge help." As they stood there, the stranger's eyes locked into Emily's, and she felt a sense of connection she couldn't quite explain. It was as if they shared a secret, one that only they knew. Together, Emily and the stranger set out to uncover the truth behind the mysterious box. They searched the town, following clues and piecing together the puzzle. As they delved deeper into the mystery, Emily began to realize that the stranger was more than just a curious individual. He was a key player in the town's history, and the box was just the beginning of a much larger story. As the night wore on, Emily and the stranger finally uncovered the hidden compartment in the old oak tree. Inside they found the small, intricately carved wooden box, adorned with symbols and markings that seemed to hold secrets of their own. The stranger's eyes sparkled as he opened the box, revealing a note inside that read, For the curious and the brave, a journey begins here. Emily felt a shiver run down her spine as she realized that she and the stranger were about to embark on a journey that would change their lives forever. Look out for part 2 of the story next. Vocabulary notes. Quaint. Definition. Charmingly old-fashioned or attractive in a simple way. Example. The small town of Oakwood was a quaint place with its old oak tree and winding streets. Similar words. Charming, delightful, picturesque. Unease. Definition. A feeling of worry or fear about something. Example. A sense of unease settled over the residents of Oakwood as strange things began to happen. Similar words. Anxiety, apprehension, nervousness. Intrigued. Definition. Feeling interested or curious about something. Example. Emily was intrigued by the stranger's behaviour and decided to approach him. Similar words. Fascinated, captivated, drawn to. Artifact. Definition. An object made by humans in the past, often of historical or cultural significance. Example. The stranger was searching for a specific artifact, a small, intricately carved wooden box. Similar words. Relic, antique, treasure. Hesitated. Definition. To feel uncertain or unsure about what to do. Example. The stranger hesitated, unsure how much to reveal about the wooden box. Similar words. Paused, delayed, reluctant. Compartment. Definition. A separate section or area within a larger space. Example. The old oak tree had a hidden compartment where the wooden box was stored. Similar words. Cabinet, cupboard, locker. Treasure. Definition. A valuable or precious object, often hidden or secret. Example. Some people said the town's founder had hidden a treasure in the old oak tree. Similar words. Riches, wealth, jewels. Puzzle. Definition. A problem or mystery to be solved. Example. Emily and the stranger set out to uncover the truth behind the mysterious box, piecing together the puzzle. Similar words. Enigma, riddle, mystery. Curious. Definition. Feeling interested or inquiring about something. Example. Emily was a curious journalist, always looking for new stories to tell. Similar words. Inquisitive, inquiring, investigative. Brave. Definition. Showing courage or strength in the face of danger or difficulty. Example. Emily and the stranger were brave enough to uncover the truth behind the wooden box. Similar words. Courageous, bold, daring. Story written by Leo AI. Image created by Designer AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.